Bill Gates has called him the best in the world at predicting the future.
Ray Kurzweil is here. He has been called the rightful heir to Thomas Edison.
The reason I'm calling today is to express my disappointment that you have invited this highly sophisticated crackpot and given him a national forum to express his pseudo-religious predictions that have no basis in objective reality.
I'm a inventor, futurist, author. I got into futurism because I realized that timing was critical to being successful as an inventor.
On February 14, IBM's Watson supercomputer goes head-to-head against two Jeopardy champions. We asked Ray Kurzweil, a leading voice on artificial intelligence, what this showdown tells us about the future relationship between man and machine.
In the early 80s, I predicted that by 1998, a computer would take the World Chess Championship, and people thought that was nuts. But I computed what I believe is the predictable exponential growth of computing power and calculated when computers would be getting scores of about 2,800, which is what was needed, and came up with 1998. I also predicted that when that happened, we would either think more of computers, less of humans, or if history was a guide, we'd think less of chess. So in 1997, a year ahead of my schedule, Deep Blue defeated Kasparov, and indeed we started downgrading chess. It's really not such a creative game. After all, really not exemplary of the best of human intelligence. It's just kind of a logic puzzle. And indeed, there's something to be said for that. This threshold is going to be harder to dismiss. What people have emphasized, and I've agreed, that the key to human intelligence is really mastering the subtleties of human language, things like puns and jokes and metaphors. If you look at the queries in Jeopardy, you see they're quite complex and subtle, and exactly what's being talked about is not so clear. Watson appears to be able to get it. It did win the preliminary round. I think Watson has the inside track, but if it doesn't win, it'll come close, and it'll come back and win in the very near future if it doesn't win now, because it's only going to get better, and humans are not getting better. So once computers achieve human levels of intelligence, Watson's a pretty good milestone, in that progression, and I believe we'll get there fully within 20 years. They're going to go on to multiply their intelligence at this exponential rate. But I would point out at this juncture that it's not an alien invasion. They're not coming from Mars to displace us. We're creating them to make ourselves smarter. We're going to literally merge with them. I'm kind of merged with this already. I don't go anywhere without it, and it gives me access to all of human knowledge with a few keystrokes. Ultimately, these computers will be inside our bodies and brains. That's already started. You can put a computer inside your brain today. If you're a Parkinson's patient, you can download new software to the computer inside your brain. These are early steps. Go out a few decades, and we will be basically expanding our reach intellectually by merging with this intelligent technology. That's actually why we create tools in the first place, so that we can extend our reach. That's something that's unique about human beings. You go out to 2045, by my calculations, we'll multiply the current level of intelligence of what is already a human-machine civilization a billionfold, which is really not so fantastic when you consider how far computers have come already. But that's such a profound transformation. It's a singular change in human history. We call it the singularity.